And so how do people figure out what's a priority? And let me give you 5 ways that you can determine priorities that you should be focused on. For example, what causes you the most pain? Get it out the way. A lot of people, they look at situations and say, oh, I dread doing this. And they put it off, they put it off, they put it off. But do you realize majority of all of the inventions were created because it pained someone? As one person said, what causes you the most agony? Are you the type of person that says, man, why don't somebody do something about this? Well, I believe, my friend, that the universe might be saying you have been tapped. You are the person or persons, if it's a group of you, that's been tapped by the universe to do something about it. Here's a true story. If you study how we came up with Velcro, in 1941, a Swedish chemist was out hunting, and he noticed that every time he came back from hunting, his dog had these burrs in his fur, and he would spend hours trying to pull the burrs out. And he noticed that something interesting, what was causing these burrs to stick to the fur? Well, being a chemist, he put one of them underneath a microscope, and he noticed that they had these little hooks. And for 10 years, until 1951, he broke the code. And that led to Velcro, because his pain point was, how do I get these burrs out of the fur of my dog? And now everyone uses Velcro. And that's a true story. He took something that was a problem, a pain point of his, something that irritated him, and he cracked the code and turned it into something profitable. Others, you may say, you know what, I have a greater sense of purpose. Maybe you're the type of person that feels that you were placed on this earth to do something. Oprah Winfrey was interviewed once, and they asked her, how did you know what your purpose was? And she said, when she was a child, she would get in trouble because she knew at a young age that her purpose was to build connections with others. And even though she got in trouble, even though people talked about her, she could not help but try to build connections. And she would ask questions that she felt, and she would watch interviews and say, how come they're not asking this question? And her life purpose was to build connections. And as they say, the rest is history. Well, maybe you're the type that loves to solve problems. Janet is this way. People come to her with problems. Her background is in IT. And people say, Janet, I'm having this issue, I'm trying to start a business. I'm trying to get this off the ground. And she's very good at helping you solve the problem. And if you're the type where people have always come to you to say, hey, give me advice on this. Maybe a good friend of mine who's an attorney, Attorney Van Noy. And I said, Attorney Van Noy, I said, how did you know that you were going to be an attorney, a defense attorney? He said, I've always been the type to defend the underdog. As a child, that's what I did. And so it was in him to stand in defense to help those that could not advocate for themselves. And that led him to a very successful and lucrative career in law. Well, maybe you're the type that loves to solve problems, give advice. Do you realize you can create a membership site where you just give advice, or maybe create a coaching program and turn something that you're doing for free into something that people would pay you to do by helping them solve their problems? Here's another strategy. Well, maybe your priority is to connect with people through touch. A client of mine several years ago is real touchy-feely, love hugs, never meets a stranger. Instead of shaking hands, she says, "Oh, give me a hug." And I told her once, I said, she was working in corporate America and it wasn't going too well for her. And I said to her, I got a perfect job for you. You should think about being a massage therapist since you just love to touch people. Well, she thought about it, and about 2 weeks later, she called me. She said, "Lyman, oh my God, you're right. This is what I need to be doing. I love building connections with people." And she went through the training massage therapy school and got licensed as a massage therapist. And now she does corporate events. The same corporations that was about ready to terminate her, they now pay her literally hundreds of dollars an hour to go into these corporate offices, and she does corporate massages right there because she realized a lot of people cannot travel and get to a massage parlor. So she literally goes to corporate events, takes her chair and everything, and while they're there, she gives a massage, and she's making a very lucrative six-figure income by doing something that she absolutely did not think people would pay her to do. And it was just natural for her. So if you're the type of person that loves to bring pleasure to others, and it could be not just through massage, a touchy-feely person. It might be through music. It might be through songs, writing poetry. And so your priority might be bringing joy and happiness to others. And this is one strategy that you can utilize by thinking out of the box and turn that into a profit-making activity. Also, you might be the type to say, well, I'm real passionate about animals. Man, here's a great opportunity for you to take that passion or hobby and make it a very profitable business. Maybe create a 501c or a nonprofit. Maybe working with Saving Stray Animals, establish a organization that deals with that particular niche, whatever that niche might be. And there's some great tools you can use to help set these priorities as well by connecting, networking with animal shelters. Maybe you have a better way of training stray animals to get them to come to you, get them to trust you. You'll be surprised the number of people that will pay top dollar just to be able to, look at the dog whisperer. Who thought? Here's a guy that communicates with dogs, and now they got the cat whisperer, and maybe you're a whisperer, that you figured out a way to communicate with animals. Maybe you're very passionate about the environment. There are so many ways that you could take one idea that's a priority and turn into a profit-making center instead of just saying, well, I'm a starving artist. No, we want to get you out of the starving artist mode into a creative, lucrative artist because the world needs what you have to offer. And that's what the system that I'm going to share with you in a little bit is all about, is how to, and this is just a few of the ideas. There are literally, this system that I'm going to share is jam-packed with so many different ideas that it will literally blow you away. And I will show you how to take one idea, repurpose that idea to create a minimum of 5 to 7 income streams off of one idea. If you like that, let me know by saying, oh yeah, if you're interested in knowing how to take one idea and turn it into 5 to 7 income streams, say, oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, oh yeah. Somebody said, get to it.